And wouldn't you know it, looking at the tropical outlook here for the next 5 days, two areas out there in the Atlantic, we're not concerned with either one of those. The East Coast does need to keep an eye on this one, the one off the continent of Africa. It's so far out there, we'll worry about it later on. But we're going to be watching Nicholas, which is a tropical storm sitting just off the coast of Texas, and it is going to bring us some rainfall over the coming days. So just a few showers around today. Doesn't look like a big deal. Tomorrow, rain chances go up. They're high Tuesday night, and they're still pretty high on Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be our main days, and that includes the overnight hours as well. So here's the latest on Nicholas. 60-mile-per-hour winds as of 7 a.m. moving north, and boy did it slow down. What had happened here was the center looks like it's trying to reform, and oftentimes whenever a system is trying to reform a center, it can wobble around, it can really slow down until it starts to get its act back together, and that's exactly what's happening. So the old center here, and there is still some surface circulation, but it looks like a new one's trying to form up here, and that can sometimes make these things have erratic movement. So that's exactly what's happened over the past couple of hours. It will likely continue to organize some as it lifts towards Texas, and it's going to make landfall there later on this evening. It could be a Cat 1 hurricane. Either way, the big story is going to be the rainfall for this. Through Houston later tonight, their flooding threat in Houston will be through tonight and early tomorrow morning. So if you've evacuated over here, tonight and tomorrow morning could be rough down in this area, and then off into Louisiana through tomorrow and into Wednesday. It will be weakening as it makes that turn to the north and east. So the main concern still is heavy rainfall, and boy is it going to be far away from that center. Even if the center tracks towards Houston, notice how far east the heavy rain falls from that storm, and that includes most of south and central Louisiana. So here locally, we're thinking 4 to 7 inches on average. The 7 inches is going to be more isolated, but it is a possibility. So flooding will be a problem for a few. I don't think it's going to be a problem for everyone, but for a few. And as you get towards Lafayette, Lake Charles, Beaumont, Houston, flooding is going to become much more of a problem in those areas. And even up towards Alexandria could see quite a bit of rain. North Shore, South Mississippi, you could also see some heavy rain. So timing it out for you through today, a few showers and storms pop up. The core of the storm is well to our west. Moving up to Houston, rain starts there this evening. Going to be very heavy through there tonight. The flooding threat will be very high in that area overnight and into tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, the worst is moving out of Houston, now moving through Louisiana. That's when we'll start to see some showers and storms. Notice breaks in the rain. This will be one of those events where there will be some breaks in the rain. But when it is falling, it will certainly be on the heavy side. And if there's any training where storms move over the same area, moment after moment, it's going to cause flooding problems. So that's what we'll be watching on Wednesday, and then by Wednesday evening, things calm down. So that flooding risk today and tonight is going to be really high. I mean, that's as high as it gets, south of Houston and near Houston. Tomorrow, it'll be a bit higher in southwestern and south central Louisiana. On Wednesday, that flooding threat will shift over towards us, and that's when our flooding threat will be highest. So Tuesday night through Wednesday is when we're really going to have to watch for that flooding rain. That is our main concern with all this. Yes, the tides are going to be a little higher than normal. Yes, there will be a gust of wind of maybe up to 35, but those aren't going to be a major issue. The only thing with winds is we blew tarps everywhere, and hopefully they're secured properly. Also, dangling tree limbs, branches that are broken off and are just hanging in trees or hanging on power lines still. Gonna have to watch those. Hopefully we don't have any additional power outages because of that. And the tornado threat, it is there. So the rain and tornado threat are probably what we're gonna be watching the most over the next 72 hours or so. 7-day forecast, a few showers today. Tomorrow it's likely, Wednesday it's likely, and then by Thursday, things are winding down with still some lingering showers and thunderstorms all the way through the weekend.